See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hard-working, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black. I want to know.
People make excuses for it. They say, well, he's not serious. He's not. Everything a president says is serious. Everything that somebody who's aspiring to office is listened to. And people make excuses for it. They think, well, it's funny, or it's okay as long as our side wins. And I've noticed this especially among some men who seem to think Trump's behavior of bullying people or putting them down is somehow macho sign of strength. I'm telling you, that's not what real strength is. Never has been. Real strength's working hard. Real strength's carrying a heavy load without complaining. Real strength is about taking responsibility for your actions. Real strength is telling the truth even when it's inconvenient. Real strength is about helping those who have less or need some help. Standing up for those who can't always stand up for themselves. That's what we should want in our sons and our daughters. That's what I want to see in the President of the United States.
And most people didn't catch how important the message was. Obama once said, people make excuses for him. They say he's not serious. Everything a president says is serious. Let that sink in, because whether people like Trump or hate Trump, that statement isn't really about one man. It's about the power of the presidency itself. Presidents don't speak as regular citizens. They don't post as regular influencers. They communicate from the most powerful symbolic platform on earth. Every message coming from that office sets a tone, and history shows something most Americans never get taught. Language from leadership doesn't just reflect culture. It creates culture. When presidents speak, markets react, allies react, enemies react, and yes, citizens copy what they see normalized. Now connect that to what we talked about in part 1. When imagery with a long, documented history of racial dehumanization gets amplified from presidential power, the impact isn't measured by intent, it's measured by permission. Permission for supporters to repeat it, permission for media to debate it, permission for society to slowly shift what it considers acceptable. Save this, because moments like this don't get replayed when they start disappearing. The presidency is one of the few roles where symbolism can influence millions of people instantly, without laws ever being passed. So here's the real question. Should presidential behavior be judged like entertainment, or should it be judged by the historical and cultural consequences it can create? Choose one. A. Presidents are just political personalities now. Symbolism doesn't matter. B. Presidential words and imagery carry responsibility because they shape national culture.
Trump's racist post just proves that Barack Obama was right all along. Now we saw that Donald Trump just posted a video on Truth Social, and by the end of that clip, Barack and Michelle Obama appeared as apes. And now this is pure racist imagery, and now this guy just went ahead and shared it publicly.
So do you all remember when Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high? Y'all remember when she said that? Well, it has been almost a decade. This year, July 25th, 2026, will mark a decade, 10 years, since she gave us the famous line, when they go low, we go high. A comment that she made at the Democratic National Convention when she was endorsing Hillary Clinton. So the comment still stands at such a time as this, and that was all I could think about in the wake of us all discovering when we woke up this morning that President Trump once again used his Truth social media account to post something blatantly racist and disrespectful. Michelle already told us almost 10 years ago, when they go low, we go high, right? And I wrote a little something. Want to hear it? Here it goes. On July 25th, 2016, Michelle Obama famously said, when they go low, we go high. And admittedly, I didn't love that because truth is, as a Capricorn, if you go low with me, I will meet you in hell. Yet the problem is those who go low, as we have seen this administration go, are morally bankrupt, desensitized, and beyond the pale. They are what we are not. They go low, but we do not because we are higher. Michelle was right. We go high, but not as a destination we travel to. We go because it's our fundamental state of being as people to be high. And when I say our fundamental state of being as people to be high, right now I'm talking about Black folk. Because, history repeats itself. And one thing white and Eurocentric people love to do is make a mockery of us, create a caricature of us where we are apes and gorillas. History is merely repeating itself. But our fundamental state of being as people is to be high, is to have a high posture, right? So let's continue to be high, right? As high as the over-the-knee Balenciaga boots that Michelle Obama wore on one of the nights of her Becoming book tour. As high as the top 10 charts the Becoming documentary keeps climbing on Netflix. We are hoping for top 2 and not number 2. As high as someone sparking a doobie in a box Chevy. As high as Mount Kilimanjaro. As high as the highest of 7 hills in Tallahassee, Florida, otherwise known as Florida A&M University, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, my alma mater. High like the refrain in Jada Kiss's Good Times. So high that all is necessary is to give those people that judgmental stare down, like Miranda Priestley did to Andrea before Andrea fixed her life. Really, friends, all we need to do right now is let God sort them out and take care of one another. Because what did I say a couple of weeks ago when that man changed the name of the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center? What did I tell you then? What did the Bible tell us? Pride goeth before destruction, a haughty spirit before the fall. Pride goeth before destruction, a haughty spirit before the fall. I'm claiming this, friends. I'm not even a name it and claim it type person, but if I'm manifesting anything in this year, it is going to be the fall of people who are so petulant and so disrespectful and so lacking in the love of anything except for their darkened souls that they really can't go anywhere but low.